Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another Empires and Puzzles video. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at a couple of the new Goblin family heroes. If you're getting frustrated with Empires and Puzzles, let me just say that Gemstone Legends probably has the things you're looking for. They have a mercy system that guarantees a legendary hero after a certain amount of pulls, and we're not just talking about a weak legendary hero from a pre-selected list. They have a wish list that you can put any hero in the game on to boost your chances of pulling that specific hero. They take into account player feedback, and many of the changes that have gone live in the game were based on player feedback or were player suggestions to begin with. They're even going to give you a free $50 starter bonus just for downloading from one of the links in the description. And if the earlier stuff somehow wasn't enough, you can be a hero in wars even just using rare heroes only. They have tons of events that allow you to earn free 10 pulls and other very usable high value stuff. Gemstone Legends really has a lot going for it, so come check it out if you're curious to see why tens of thousands of people have left Empires and Puzzles to come play. So as of now, there are 4. This is the first portal if you're watching this video later. There are 4 5-star Goblin heroes out. We have 2 of them here, and then 2 others not shown. So we're going to take a look. There's a few pretty powerful things going on here, and we haven't even seen some of their strongest capabilities yet based on the 4 heroes that they've released. So let's start from the left here. We have Dark Feather. Stats are quite good. The family bonus is pretty exceptional. Each time this hero takes damage from an enemy's special skill, removes 30% boosted health from all enemies. 2 heroes moves that up to 60%, 3 heroes up to 100% boosted health removed from all enemies, and based on how things have been going lately, I would strongly suspect that this bypasses taunt and dodge and anything else. It happens regardless of what you've got going on your team, so that's quite good. Passive, 30% chance to perform the following actions when casting special skill. Deals 70% damage to all enemies. All enemies get minus 25% accuracy for 3 turns. Typically, these passives... Actually, I don't know that it's been typical, except to say that Season 5, the passives could bypass taunt. And so I imagine these being newer, they would as well. All right, this hero is one of the stronger ones. It's hard to imagine how it's going to look, but that's typically true for specials that turn out to be quite good. Like Hippo, people are like, what's that really going to be like? And then super dominant. Luna, is 5% mana cut really enough? Yep. What else? I can't think of another one off the top of my head, but what we have here... recovers 25% health for all allies at average speed. Pretty small amount of healing, no boosted health, okay? Growth, we've never seen this before. All allies get 125 attack and 125 defense. Not percent, just a flat number. Okay, so if we look at the little question mark here, we get a long thing. They have added a new mechanic to the game called Modified Ability Scores. Modified ability scores remain even if the character is defeated. I think this is really significant. If my understanding is correct, if anyone has tested this in beta or specifically tested this anywhere else, let me know. But what I think this means is even when they die, they have an effect on purple tile damage. So if I'm using a yellow stack, for example, and there's 3 yellow heroes, one of which is Gazelle. If she fires and everyone's dancing, which gives an attack boost, my yellow tile damage is going to be quite high. If the other 2 attacking yellow heroes are dead, they obviously don't get an attack boost. You still get their tile damage as part of your tile damage stack, but it's just their base number, okay? That's true for all attack stats. All purple heroes in your team, for example, will contribute to your purple tile damage. And if they're all alive and they have an attack boost on them, they will contribute more significantly. You know, the numbers will go up. If most of them die, they will not benefit from that attack boost. I think what this means is that they will benefit from that attack boost. It doesn't factor in on defense, because when they're dead, they can't slash attack. However, on offense, it would. Okay, so they cannot be removed with dispels or cleanses, and I tested this on a different hero, and Gazelle will not remove not the growth stacks, but the wither stacks. And I guess if growth on your team, she wouldn't be able to remove it as well, because it's a whole new classification that nothing can touch at this point. Additional wither and growth effects modify the ability scores further. Ability scores can be increased to a maximum of 170% of the original value. That is huge. So you could have plus 170% attack, which is unlike anything we've ever seen before. Ability scores can't be reduced to lower than 30%. We've seen that a lot with boosted health. Wither is, at this point, I think just affecting defense, but probably will affect mana and other things as well, which is going to be too strong, I'm sure. Other buffs and debuffs are applied to modified ability scores. So the modified ability score happens first. Say it reduces your attack from 1,000 by 200. Now you're at 800 attack. If you get an attack boost, it's boosting your 800 attack. It's a permanent alteration for the duration of the match, which is very strong. Very, very strong, unlike anything we've seen before. The effect is less effective when activated by monsters and bosses, so they don't want it to apply in too many other areas. So overall, it's just too strong in my opinion. They need to keep pushing the needle, because they're releasing so many heroes so quickly that they are driving themselves off a cliff, and this is what they acknowledged with the big balance update, and then they walked everything back. So no idea where this is going to end up, but we didn't even look at the special skill. We looked at the growth. The significant part is the last part. All allies have 50% chance to deal 270% damage to a random enemy after any subsequent allied special skill is cast for 3 turns. So you've got kind of a hippo style mechanic, but even more damage. However, it's only 50% chance. So more like Odette. Yeah, so it's really about the successive growth, stacking up the modified ability scores, and also this 50% chance to deal 270 for 3 turns when any ally casts a special skill. Okay, now we have Smart Tongue. So dumb. Stats are insane. Somehow quite a bit better than this one. Is it 1250 and 2278? I guess they're close-ish. This one seems to have better stats though. Same family bonus, same passive. Now we have Wither, okay? Average speed, Wither. All enemies get minus 250 attack. Same thing. The question mark box, same thing. Modified ability scores. This lasts for the entire battle. You cannot undo this. I don't know if Taunt can block it, but that's one thing that we'll check now. It should, but we'll see. Reduces max health of all enemies by 600. The effect is even stronger against targets with boosted health. Max health can't get lower. Any boosted health reduced by... Let's see. Reduces max health by 600. Any boosted health is reduced by an additional 600. So if you have 1 HP of boosted health, you're going to lose 1200 health in addition to a permanent cut to your attack stat. It's going to be hard to recover from that. And all enemies get minus 45% defense against special skills for 4 turns. Whew, that's a lot going on. That's pretty potent. All right, let's see how it looks in action. We've got a pretty strong team. This spot could be much better used by somebody else. The rest is fairly meta, so I'm going to use my strongest team just to see how we fare. But it also has taunt and some other things, so we can test whether these abilities are avoidable or not. And I just realized that I have my sound on, which means it's going to be very loud, so I'll try to talk while that's not happening. Apologies for that in advance. Okay. I thought this alliance name was really funny. Warriors of Maryland. Alrighty, let's see. We're not going to be able to do that much damage. However, maybe we can kill the center, and then we're going to have taunt active. And we'll see what happens with that. Alright, time to charge up Mr. Feather over here. So, just to prep you, Wither to our attack, boosted health reduction. So both those heroes have boosted health, so they're going to take a huge cut to boosted health. And then minus 45% defense against special skills. I don't think that'll be enough. No, that won't be enough to kill Forces, but this is going to hurt. Okay, the minus 40% against special skills didn't do as much as I expected. I think I had increased defense when it happened, though. You can see that Taunt does block Wither since it's part of the special skill and not the passive. So it's nice that they haven't undone that portion of it. However, that's still quite powerful. Alright, as you can see, the passive bypasses Taunt, as I suspected as well. So, let's see, what did we want to demonstrate here? Wither. Okay, so if we look at this, the thing that's kind of annoying is they don't, or do they subtract it and they just don't show the red? So see how when you have a buff, it shows plus 292 of the base value? I was hoping that Wither would say, you know, the main number minus 250, but it looks like, I mean, his attack stack being 688, but Forces has it too. Is his attack stat really that low? I don't see how that's possible, but I suppose it's possible because he and Forces have it, and Forces is still at 1220, so it looks like they don't do the math for you. So he's actually, despite looking like 1220, is actually down at 970. So yeah, interesting. A little unrefined of a release, in my opinion, but, and then you can see over here, she's got plus 125 attack, plus 125 defense. So do those count as buffs? That I don't know. Alrighty, so this special skill damage, which has one more turn remaining, we'll see if it's going to trigger, and I want to see if Taunt can block it. I have a strong suspicion it cannot, but that's why we do these testing videos. Okay, so he was withstanding the blind. So another thing that I wanted to test, which we are seeing now, is like approximately how many times is this going to go off in one battle. But this is just that classic kind of thing of like, it just puts so much pressure on how long you're in battle for with these effects stacking up consistently in the background, because the his growth couples very well with this 50% chance to deal this damage, because now they're all at plus 250 attack, so those hits are going to hurt that much more. So yeah, that's something else to think about. It's just like there's so much pressure on the speed of a battle. And you can see I've got the clock already going, so let's see what we can do here. And their defense is increasing, which is making my damage less and less, while their damage gets stronger and stronger, and my attack gets less. So the cumulative effect of my attack decreasing while their defense increases makes it really hard to finish a battle. And you saw it there. Whoa, 500 from his 270. And I was saying you saw it there, minus 1200. But we're still going to whoop their ass here. So which side do we want to go for first? Let's go for the right side. All right. I believe that was everything that I wanted to demonstrate. We looked at the modified ability scores, we looked at the passives, and the main effects in relation to taunt. We didn't see the family bonus in action. I wasn't looking for that, so it's possible it happened and I wasn't paying attention. The family bonus being anytime they are hit by a special skill, boosted health is removed, and then she's going to take away even more boosted health. So yeah, pretty powerful stuff. I think it might sound like a broken record, but I think they're really hurting the game by adding this much powerful stuff consistently and then having to one-up themselves and push it further and further, because the stuff we're seeing is ridiculous. And I remember years ago, it was already a speed meta. Wanting to have fast heroes on defense. You won more with faster heroes on defense. And now what are they doing? They're shortening the battles and putting so much more pressure on the starting board than they were even in the past. I mean, the speed with which you can finish a battle now is ridiculous because of all the stronger and stronger defense downs, the stronger and stronger attacks. It used to take a little bit longer. The battles were never that long, but with a good opening board, I can win in 20 or 30 seconds, which is crazy. And new effects like this are putting even more pressure on it. And a lot of people have always claimed that this game is just about luck, and I don't agree with that. However, there's a lot of luck involved, but there's a lot of things you can do to improve your luck, and that's kind of what I've spent a lot of time focusing on with my channel, is like good team composition, good team selection, the way you level your troops, the heroes you choose to level up, as I mentioned, the synergy in the teams you build with them, how you move the board around. All these things can improve your chances of winning despite luck still being a factor. But the more they create these abilities and all this new stuff that they're adding, the more you just need the right starting board, or you're just going to get wiped out immediately. It's too hard to come back. If you get hit twice with this Wither and their defense is going up, the trade-off there is now an exponential difference in your power compared to theirs, because not only are you getting weaker, but they're getting stronger at the same time. So the difference between is exponential. So it's just a little ridiculous. Let me know what you think. They're also going to introduce these super minions that take up all 3 spots. They can't be dislodged by minions or fiends, so it's fiend protection. They can't be removed by normal methods for removing minions, so heroes like Alucard and Grimble will have no effect on them, so it's too much. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. If you enjoy the video and the analysis provided here, please hit that like button. It does help out the channel, and I really do appreciate it. So it is just as simple as clicking that button and it has a meaningful impact on the channel. So if you appreciate the videos, I would appreciate you liking and subscribing and leaving a comment down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.